Hi, YouTube. Happy New Year. 4 truths about toxic family members and the way that we can deal with them. So, the first thing is realize they're not going to change. When you realize that, you'll save yourself a big headache. So, that's the number one thing there. Because if you've been dealing with them this way for years and they've been doing the same actions for years, they're going to continue to do it. And if they if they present themselves like they have changed, usually it's an act. Most people who are the way they are and they're not working on themselves literally, like on a daily, doing some type of therapy, journaling, religion, spirituality, any of those things, if they're not doing things like that to make themselves a better person, they're not going to change. So don't waste your time thinking that, hey, maybe they'll change, because they're not. Okay, I took a couple of notes. The second thing is be mindful of what you share with these toxic family members. And the reason I say this is because usually they use it as ammunition against you. So don't share your dreams, your hopes, nothing else. Because guess what? If they are close family members and you tell them your dreams, most likely if they're toxic, they're going to try to tear it down. Say something negative about it, plant all these seeds in your head, and then you start doubting yourself about the dream that God gave you. And you definitely don't want to do that. So do not tell them your dreams. This is the time to really move in silence around them. Because I know some instances, you don't want to move in silence. You're speaking things into existence and you're trying to live in the way that you know that this will happen. So you're living in the moment that it's going to happen. You're kind of aligning yourself with your goals. But around them, do not tell them your dreams and aspirations, because they're going to stomp on it. I'm telling you. And again, if you're close to them and everything, guess what? It start putting those little negative thoughts in your head and you start second guessing yourself. So please do not tell your toxic family members your dream. On that one, move in silence. Number 3. Okay, number 3 is stop rewarding bad behavior. And when I say stop rewarding bad behavior, it's like stop giving them your time. Stop going to see them and inviting them over and all this kind of stuff. You don't have to do that. There's an old saying that blood is thicker than water, which is true in science, in chemistry, in biology. It's true. But the thing is, you don't want to destroy yourself trying to sit there and just because they're blood, that you sit there and you destroy yourself. I heard a guy once say that lifeguards, they watch out in the water and everything. And if somebody is drowning, what they do is they go out, of course, they're a lifeguard. They go out and they help the person. And they're sitting there trying to help a person. And the person is like wailing in the water and everything. And like, I'm drowning, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm asking you to calm down. The lifeguard is asking them to calm down so that I can save you. Not like Jesus Christ saves, but so I can save you. And so the person is still wailing around and they're not listening to the lifeguard, who's trained, who knows a little bit better. And the person grabs onto the lifeguard. And when they grab onto the lifeguard, guess what they're doing? Because they're still panicking, they're screaming, and they didn't listen to anything about what the lifeguard said about calming down. So you know what's going to happen? They're both going to drown. unless that lifeguard pushes them away. And I know that seems drastic because they're going to drown. But they didn't listen to the instructions. And the only thing they were trying to do is say, I'm trying to save you. And with the family member, it's the same thing. It's like, look, all this toxic behaviors, I'm setting up my boundaries here. I'm asking you not to do this. I'm asking you not to do that. I'm not able to do this for you. And they still wind up doing whatever they want to do, popping up whenever they want, just going over your boundaries. They don't care. So guess what? You have to leave it alone. I can't save you. So once you realize that, then you know, hey, and that leads to step number 4. So you've done all this. Let me see. Make sure I got step number 4. And you have to let them, okay, so now that you told them, hey, I am trying to save you here. You don't want to listen to me, so I'm going to let you go on your own. Now you got to let them live with the consequences. And living with the consequences can be very drastic. And you know why? Because it's hurtful to let family go. It's hurtful to turn your back on them. But remember, we got to save ourselves now. So saving ourselves can look anything like this. Not accepting their phone calls. Blocking their phone calls. Yeah, we all know how to use that button. Block. And don't answer. Put on your screen, do not answer. Whatever you have to. You can block them off of social media. Anything that you have to like get in that relationship, really. And it might not even be like ending it, because you know, some people, you know, we like to give people grace and everything like that. But it's like, if it's a very close family member, you can give yourself some time. And time for you is whatever time limit you put on it. Don't let anybody say, oh, you haven't seen your brother in 3 years. What kind of person are you? A good person. I'm self-preserving. I'm not going to let that person bring me down and tear me down anymore. So that's the type of person I am. But that's selfish. No, it's not selfish. I have to take care of me. I can love them from a distance. And I mean, I've heard of people doing this all the time. It's this celebrity, and I'm not going to say their name, but they had an abusive relationship with their father and everything, and a very abusive relationship. But he still takes care of his father. So that's what I mean by loving them from a distance. And then if you are able to do that or whatever, and that person does need assistance, and when I'm talking about able, don't hurt yourself trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? If you're not no multi-millionaire, you don't need to go out and be trying to buy nobody no house and do all this kind of stuff. No. But if you're able to assist them in that way, you can do it from a distance and love them from a distance. And I'm telling you, that is the best way that I have found to deal with toxic family members. And I know it will hurt, believe me. But the thing is, you don't want to sit there and kill yourself trying to do it. You can harm your mental health, your physical health, and everything else trying to deal with a toxic family member. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me today. And I thank you guys so much for watching my videos and everything. One of my videos got over 1K, my first video that ever got over 1K. And for that, I am grateful. And I am grateful for you, YouTube, so much. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.